Miss Purple, the right mind for any time. I created this podcast to raise the awareness of mental illness. If you have any of these symptoms, notify your physician or call 911. Another suicide hotline is nationwide is 988. Thank you. Mrs. Purple, the right mind for any time. My podcast. Today I'm going to talk on depression. Depression, when I read statistics, men have more depression than female. Men's is about 30% or more and female about 25% or more. When a person feels depressed, his home suffers. He can't manage his home well enough, nor his job or his group of friends. When people are depressed, they feel worthless, hopeless, and helpless. They also feel tired. They feel like they don't want to do anything. As the depression continues to go on, this person becomes very suicidal. According to statistics, a Caucasian male that's 62 or 65 years old and have severe medical condition, he have a higher rate of suicide. And the next one under the Caucasian is the American Indian, Native American, Alaskan. They have a high rate of suicide. Your third group of suicide people is your Hispanic. Even though African Americans have a high rate of depression, but they are low rate when it comes to suicide. Men tend to do suicide different than female. When men are suicide, they use a firearm. But when a female is suicide, they use poison or take an overdose of pills. Suicide has become very prevalent in the recent years and with less treatment because people are very stigmatized against mental health. Unless the person is depressed due to a job loss or maybe a family death. That's the only time somebody may sympathize with you. And depression may be hereditary, it may be it may be your environmental. Whatever the problem may be, we as in the United States, we have a lot of resources, but is our resource being geared to the right source? We in America have too many clinicians and too many psychiatrists to have somebody go to the point of killing themselves due to depression. But one of the things that I noticed by dealing with depression and dealing with insurance, our insurance is not comprehensive. We don't include mental illness as part of our medical insurance, but it should be dealt with from a greater source than the local level. It should be dealt with on the federal level, making mental health okay for be tied up with your medical needs. And maybe more people be saved and more people dying from depression. The right mind for any time. Now I'm going to thank the people that helped my podcast through the year of 2023. I want to give a shout out to my producer, Miss Felicia. Thank you, Felicia, for believing in me. And I also want to give a shout out to my family, the White Memorial family, especially to Monica and Sergio. I want to give a shout out to Karen Villalobos, who created the slogan, the right mind for ending time. I also want to give a shout out to people that listened to my podcast and was able to benefit from it, and the people that tuned into the podcast and I got comment on it. Ultimately, I want to thank God, because without God, I guess I won't be in the position I am today. I also thank all my friends, my colleagues, and people who I have left out. I want to give a thanks to you for watching my podcast and listening to my podcast during the year of 2023. For the right mind for any time.